School life can be challenging, and finding a teacher who is genuinely kind and supportive is a true blessing. Every student dreams of having such a teacher, someone who goes out of their way to help and inspire. These teachers quickly become favorites, cherished for their warmth and dedication. But what if this love and kindness are merely a facade, masking a darker reality? Imagine discovering that the person you trust implicitly is using that trust for their own hidden agenda. The teacher who seemed to be your greatest ally might actually be manipulating you, exploiting your vulnerabilities. The once comforting presence now feels menacing, and the classroom, a place of safety, becomes shrouded in an unsettling mystery. What secrets lie beneath the surface of that warm smile? Can you ever truly know who to trust? The chilling realization leaves you questioning everything, turning your school life into a suspenseful enigma. This story is about Brittany Zamora, the kind school teacher who was in sexual activities with a 13-year-old student. You want to know what actually happened? Then Brittany Zamora is a woman who became widely known due to a scandal involving her professional life. But before all that, she had a relatively ordinary and peaceful life. Brittany was born and raised in the United States. She was known as a friendly and outgoing person during her childhood and teenage years. She grew up in a supportive family environment, which helped shape her into a responsible and caring individual. Brittany went to school like most children and showed a strong interest in education from an early age. She attended Arizona State University, where she worked hard to become a teacher. She was passionate about teaching and loved working with children. Her dedication to education led her to become a popular teacher among her students and colleagues. Brittany's journey into teaching was driven by her love for helping others learn and grow. She enjoyed creating a positive and engaging classroom environment. Her enthusiasm for teaching was evident in her interactions with her students, and she took great pride in their achievements. In addition to her professional life, Brittany had a personal life that included a significant relationship. She married her high school sweetheart, Daniel Zamora. The couple shared a strong bond and were known for their loving relationship. They enjoyed spending time together and supported each other in their respective careers. Brittany and Daniel had a happy marriage and were considered a well-matched couple by their friends and family. Brittany's life, before the incident that brought her into the public eye, was marked by her dedication to her profession and her loving marriage. She was a respected teacher who genuinely cared about her students' well-being and academic success. Her positive attitude and commitment to her work made her a beloved figure in the school community. 1 year had passed since Brittany Zamora had been a dedicated teacher at Brice's Academy, her days filled with the usual hustle and bustle of middle school life. She was well-liked by her students and colleagues, known for her engaging teaching style and friendly demeanor. Everything seemed perfectly normal. Then, one day, she gathered her students and delivered unexpected news. She wouldn't be coming to school for a while due to personal reasons. With a warm smile, she encouraged her students to text her if they ever felt bored, assuring them she would be free to chat. It seemed like a simple, heartfelt gesture from a teacher who genuinely cared about her students. However, beneath the surface, there was an unsettling layer to this seemingly innocent farewell. The next day, as promised, Zamora was absent from school. One of her 13-year-old students, feeling the absence of his favorite teacher, decided to text her. The message was innocuous at first, a casual mark, the beginning of something far more sinister. In the quiet space of that text message, an uncomfortable truth began to unfold, revealing a darker side to the friendly facade that Zamora had so carefully constructed. What seemed like a normal goodbye was, in reality, the prelude to a deeply disturbing chapter in the lives of her students. The text was, "Hi, Miss Zamora." She replied with HI. "This was kind of normal, but we know that nothing is normal here, because this normal, nearly innocent texting was going to turn into something really ugly. Their conversation was still going on. The normal texting turned into flirting. If we look at it from a general point of view, then the boy was young, 13 years old, and he just stepped into teenage. He flirted back because it was new to him, but Brittany was older and more mature, and if she participated in this, then we can see what she wanted. In a police interview, the boy explained what happened and what they talked about. You can hear yourself.
I don't remember how it got really intense, but we would flirt and say she would be like, "Oh, MJ, I love you," and I would tell her I love her too. And then she was talking about how she wanted to do stuff with me, and I'll tell her that I wanted to do that too.
The thing didn't stop at just flirting. A few days later, they kissed for the first time.
First time we kissed, I was saying bye to her and I gave her a hug and she started kissing me, so I kissed her back.
The police mentioned that 4 sexual encounters happened between them. The first one was on February 16, 2018, when he went to visit his grandparents. Brittany Zamora went to his house at midnight. The boy said that she asked him to come out and he did. He went into her car and then they had oral sex in the car.
I went to her car though. She parked at the other end of the street and she said, "Okay, I'm here," and then I just walked up.
Another sexual encounter happened on March 7, 2018, when he was at his grandparents' house. After the school talent show ended, they had sex in the classroom. In the same classroom, the friend of the boy was present too, who was watching this all, and Brittany didn't even care about the mental health of the boy who was watching. When they did it again in front of the boy, he got uncomfortable and left. The friend of the 13-year-old boy said that Brittany used to ask him whether he is feeling something or not watching this all. When he used to say no, then she used to show him some inappropriate pictures. She did that with many other students, but she never did more than what she was doing to the 13-year-old boy. The friend of the 13-year-old boy was feeling so uncomfortable. So next day he told the principal what was happening and what Brittany was doing with the 13-year-old student. The principal asked many students and they said that Miss Brittany was showing favoritism to the boy. When Brittany got to know what was happening, she started crying and denied everything.
Started crying eventually, and she said, "I don't know. The only 2 things I care about in my life are, my husband and my career."
So the principal decided to hide this all and investigate in the background. The parents of the 13-year-old boy installed a parental app in his phone to see what was actually happening. One day, when the 13-year-old boy's stepmother was in her house, she got a notification from the parental app. It showed the inappropriate words used in texting. And these were all words in Brittany's chat room. His mother waited for his dad, and then both of them went to ask everything to the boy. They asked if he was having sex with Brittany, and he replied yes, and then he told them everything. They were in shock, and they called the police. After Brittany called them too, she begged to settle it outside and not call the cops. And she said that her husband knows all about this. Hearing her request, the father of the boy said,
"Can we meet, to talk about this? Is it something we can settle out, outside?"
Oh yeah, that's what we can do, so I can give you a chance to do it to some other kid. Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. No.
Her husband supported her and asked the father of the boy for forgiveness, but the father said that not to call them or else the next time will be in court. Brittany was caught. She was arrested and she kept crying and begging, saying she is not the monster everyone thinks she is. In court, she was sentenced to jail for 20 years, which is a short period of time, but it was enough for her. The father of the boy said to Brittany that, "Now you'll spend the rest of your youth and most of your adulthood in jail. My son will grow up, have a good life, get married, and have children of his own. I will not let you interfere in my son's life more."